So I have this friend. His name is Doug. Doug loves a good espresso and craft beer. But then again, who doesn't? He's a year-round bicycle commuter. Oh, and the view from his condo has lots of cranes. We were at this party. I don't know exactly who started it. There was a bit of a debate. Something about which is more important to Alberta's economy, cities or the rural areas. Doug said cities, of course. They have the largest populations, blah blah blah. I'm a big know-it-all. That's Doug. Don't get me wrong, I love the guy. It's just that I work for a pretty cool organization called AAMDC. And I know exactly how much rural areas drive Alberta's economy. So I presented Doug with the challenge. Spend some time with us, visit the places, meet the people, then decide. He accepted my challenge. I even found a film crew and we were all set to go, and then Doug no-showed. Typical Doug. But that's okay. I found a workaround. This is gonna be interesting. As we enter District 2, we already know that Doug would have had a lot to think about. Next up, we're meeting with Dean Cooper, Reeve of the Municipal District of Bighorn. Dean has already hinted that we might be surprised to learn which big, hugely important resource is being managed in his district.
Actually, our most precious resource in the MD of Bighorn is water. And it has to supply the city of Calgary. It has to supply all of the irrigation agriculture out on the prairies east of Calgary. We have to be very careful because rivers can become oversubscribed. We have to find some distribution mechanism that isn't based on thinking at the turn of the 1800s into the 1900s. There is enough water in Alberta, but not everyone may be holding the water licenses that they need today, and I suspect it's going to become more frustrated in the future.
Could you look at him and just really make him understand that rural Alberta is where it all starts?
Doug, I think you live in a city, and we respect the fact that you live in a city, and we need cities too. But Doug, you have to understand that you're not divorced from the rural landscape, and to be a good steward of that landscape for as long as you need it, and for as long as your children need it, and your children of your children need it.
Dean also insisted that we visit the Lafarge cement plant next door to see firsthand how a 100-year operation is moving towards a more sustainable future.
We are standing on a world-class limestone deposit. That is why the plant has been here for over 100 years. Limestone is the key ingredient in cement. Cement is the binder in concrete, which we use every day, from our homes to our schools, our sidewalks to our hospitals, from our bridges to our skyscrapers. The plant expansion behind me represents a 60% increase in our production. It also represents a lot of environmental upgrades to our plant. A 60% reduction in our sulfur emissions, a 40% reduction in our nitrogen emissions, as well as significant reductions in fugitive dust, noise, and light impacts. We recognize that we are working in the valley, living in the valley, with people who are very passionate about the environment. We're very much committed to making sure that we can continue to find that balance between lifestyle and industry.
It's been a truly informative and educational experience. We're so grateful that all these kind people could take the time to meet with us, show us the land and the industry. It's unfortunate that the real Doug passed up on this opportunity, because I believe that he would have had a much better understanding of just how significant industry is out here, and how absolutely essential it is to continue to recognize and prioritize economic development in rural Alberta. After all, this is where it all starts.